Andy, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Welcome to the football club. You join as Head of Sports Science. Tell us a little bit about your role.
Thank you, firstly. I'm really excited to be a part of the project that's starting here. So as sports science, I'll kind of oversee like the pitch base as well as the strength and conditioning stuff in conjunction with the Head of Strength and Conditioning. So that's I guess my primary role. And then I'm also doing some work in the data side of things, which will come across like recruitment and some other areas as well. So.
How have the first few days sort of properly at the club been?
Yeah, really, really good. I've really enjoyed it. Everyone's very welcoming, which is lovely. It's a great place to be. The management team's really good, so I'm really excited to be part of it.
Everyone's going to know that you're not from the area, but do you know Ipswich well?
I don't know Ipswich very well. I've got some family in the area. Mum was born in England, but I've only been in the UK about 2 years, so you probably hear my Australian accent a little bit.
But it's a really interesting journey in terms of how you got here, isn't it?
I guess it has been. So I obviously tried to get some intern work, and then that kind of was quite difficult. It is actually really difficult to get into the world of football. And then obviously I got my chance at Stevenage, and then kind of just kept learning and developing as best I could. And obviously got the Bristol City move, and then when Mark and Rolsey were coming across and asked me, I jumped at the opportunity to keep working with them.
Yeah, of course, you worked with Andy Rolls at Bristol City. How was that? Yeah,
really good. I guess he was a mentor for me initially, and so now that we're colleagues or have been colleagues, I learn a lot from him every day, just about the way he approaches the game. He's so experienced, and in his knowledge, the things he's won and seen. You can learn a lot from him.
So a few familiar faces for you, but also a few people that you've perhaps never met before. How were your conversations with the gaffer and the likes of John Ashton as well? I imagine you'll be working closely with him.
So I'm really happy to work with John again. I actually worked with him at Stevenage. He's a great guy, and I'm really excited for him to be part of this journey. The manager's been great. Cookie's been really good, and I'm really, really excited to see where this goes, because I think he's hungry for success like we all are, and that's not just the management team, or it's the physios, and it is the strength and conditioning guys, the guys that have been here for a couple of years. They know how big Ipswich is, and they know where Ipswich should be, and so it's really important, I guess, that we get off to a good start, and I'm excited to be part of it.
Have you met some of the players as well?
I haven't met any of the players as such, or one or two that maybe float in here and there, but so it'll be good when they're back in June, and we can hit the ground running, hopefully. How
about your schedule, Andy, for pre-season? I imagine there'll be a few quiet weeks, but then what's your sort of calendar looking like?
I guess it's important that the players get a rest, because they have been basically playing for 2 years straight. So that this kind of rest period is really important. And then we'll start ramping up later in June and kind of introduce and try to increase loading, and then obviously matches come thick and fast all of a sudden late in pre-season. So my job is just to get us fit and robust. That's essentially my job, and making sure that the players can do what the manager wants them to be able to do on the weekend. Yeah,
you gave us a brief description of what you probably do around the training ground, weekdays and things. What will your role be on a match day?
On a match day, I'll work alongside John. John will run like warm-ups and the cool-downs and things like that. But it'll more come after the games around loading the players that haven't played enough minutes. I'll be more involved in that kind of thing.